Carlos Contreras Legaspi para ESPN Deportes con Dana White. Dana, big weekend here in Montreal. Two big fights, two big title fights, but some fights that can also make a lot of movement. What do you think about the card and just the crowd today is just something to be thinking about what's going to happen on Saturday?
Yeah, no, it's a fun card, and like you said, just a little sliver of this arena down there, and the energy and the noise and the excitement. It's good to be back in Canada. I love it up here. Some of my greatest moments in my career have been here in Canada, and I didn't realize it's been 10 years since we've been to Montreal, so Saturday's going to be fun.
Another interesting fight other than the championship fight is Alexa Grasso against Natalia Silva. That could give, because Alex is number one, Natalia is one of the upcoming contenders. That could make movement, right? You think one of her could be the next challenger? Obviously, depending on what happens, Valentina, Manon.
Yeah, I don't ever think about that stuff. Let's see how the fight goes on Saturday. Obviously, Alexa Grasso, former champion, and like you said, number one contender, and her taking a risk to take on some young. I love that, and yeah, we'll see how the fight plays out. But yes, it's a big fight for her and for Silva.
And Belal Muhammed against Jack Della Maddalena, definitely it should be a good fight on the standing fight because of the boxing of both. But where you see that going, like it could be like an entertaining fight.
No, it should be a badass fight. The co-main and main event on paper are incredible fights. They got to play out that way on Saturday, but yeah, it's obviously a big fight for Belal. His first defense against an absolute savage, and then for Jack, this fight's everything for him. This is what he's been training his whole life for, to possibly become a world champion.
Talking about the future, if case Jack gets the belt, Ilia Topuria just mentioned today in the biggest show and the biggest talk show in Spain that he already spoke with the promotion and he said that he's fighting on the 28th. But it depends on the outcome on Saturday. That will be if he will be fighting with Islam Makhachev or Charles Oliverira. Is that something that it's already set in stone, or is it something that you're gonna look after on Saturday?
There are still a lot of moving pieces and parts to this thing, but yes, what he said is definitely not wrong.
So it could be like a vacant title, Oliveira and Ilia, if Islam decides to move up.
We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that can happen still. We were literally working on that right before we came to this press conference. So, yes.
Let's wait for Tuesday then when we have the War Room meeting. And when you
took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, we're getting used to that. And just finally, like a big announcement from your partner, Turkey Alish. That you're promoting the fight, the Canelo fight, on the 12th, which is something rare. Like he's normally fighting on Saturday on the Mexican Independence weekend. Like, tell me a little about the whole planning of this. And I believe this because you're also promoting Noche UFC on the Saturday. So, but let me know first of all, how happy are you to promote one of the biggest stars in boxing in the last decade, or if not the biggest in the last decade?
Yeah, ever. This is one of the biggest fights ever. And obviously I'm honored to be promoting, but yes, when they say we're promoting it, I'm doing the promotion, we're doing the production, the event ops, PR, everything to do with the fight, just like a UFC fight, while at the same time promoting UFC Noche. So it'll all be the same weekend. It's a badass weekend of fights.
After the challenge last year, I guess you want another big challenge for Noche, right? For the Mexican Independence weekend.
Well, Noche is going to be a special event every year for us to celebrate Mexico and Mexican Independence Day, and yeah, it's going to be big from here on out forever.
We spoke about your love of boxing for the last 10 years, 12 years since I had the chance to interview you for the first time. And what was your first talk when Turkey offered you, like, can you promote? Do you want to promote Canelo? Like, I know you've been watching his fights. You coming to his fights in Vegas for a while.
Yeah, like I said, it's an absolute honor, and Canelo and Crawford have both been great about this too, and I look forward to working with these guys from now till September. So it's going to be fun.
What convinced you to do it in the stadium? I know you like the experience. I look at better the experience at the arena.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. So because I hate it so much, I'm going to have to try to figure out how to make it an incredible experience inside Allegiant.
And finally, the arena in Guadalajara has been having some delays, but the plan to have Noche is still September 13 in Guadalajara, right?
Absolutely.
We have Brandon close, Jair close, Alexa is one of the rankings. You think? I mean, I believe we're going to see them all there, or we're going to try to get them there. But you think it's going to be a championship fight featuring a Mexican for September 13? Or what are the odds?
It is very possible.
I'm not going to ask you who, but I believe you have some plans there. Dana, thanks a lot, and hope to see you Saturday.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Dana White, CEO y presidente del UFC.